I don't like the sound of that squeak. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Tyler Play Game. Today I'm going to be playing a game that I have been waiting months for, and I'm really excited to bring you guys. Let's get into Summer of 58. I'm so excited. Sometimes people make up things that aren't there. It seems to them that some entity controls their mind and their life. They do terrible things that can drive you crazy. I don't believe in paranormal phenomena. I believe that brings trouble to people commit are their own fault or those who brought them to this. And in order for you to believe your eyes and not fictions, I made revealing videos about paranormal phenomena in 2 houses in which, according to people's stories, madness was happening. My name is Alex Morton, and we're getting started. I guess my name is Alex now. Hey, I know this house. What? Wait a minute. Okay, this is cool. Hey, wait, I know this house too. Okay, this is really neat. I searched all the corners, but I didn't find any evidence confirming paranormal activity in these houses. Now I'm going to an abandoned pioneer camp in Russia at the request of my subscribers to find out if the rumors that the locals have been talking about for so many years are true. They say that there are ghosts of dead people in this place. At the hands of one of the residents, he himself was never found. The bodies of those people were also never found. Local residents avoid this place, and those who were touched by this tragedy do not allow it to open the doors of this building in memory of the dead and missing. I came to Russia to investigate what happened, to find out if the rumors are true and find evidence of this. In keeping with my tradition, I closed the doors of the building behind me so that there is no temptation to leave it. And I'm staying here for a few nights, recording a report. I have a video camera, a sleeping bag, a backpack with things, and food with me. Who's opening a door? Oh, I'm so excited. Need to explore this camp. Okay. What's this? A video camera, sure. F to turn on night vision, and a Russian English dictionary. I was translating some Russian books and okay. Left control, crouch to find hidden objects. There's gonna be hidden things? The fuse is blown, there is no light in this building. Okay. May I make a phone call? Nope. Oh good, apparently I boarded myself in. That's wonderful. An investigation is underway on the disappearance of children and employee of the Yunost Pioneer Camp, which was opened in 1955 under the leadership of director Maria Anatolievna A. Excuse me? Who's squeaking? The suspect in this case is a child living in this camp. The name is Yakov. Evidence of the victims was found in his locker. What happened to him and where he is now is not known. Who's squeaking? I should be alone. That makes me very uncomfortable. Ooh. What is this? Oh good, more reading. You need to pick up a small mirror and stand in front of a large one to make a corridor. Say 3 times, "Barefoot lady, show me my fate, and I will give my shoes in return." Girls in Russia love to guess in the camps, and I believed in the existence of everything paranormal. And I was doing so good with my reading. This is why games shouldn't make games. Yes, games. That's what we're playing. A game. You shouldn't make me read. Can I jump? Oh, that scared me. Hello? Okay. Well, somebody was smoking in the bathroom. Smoking in the boys' room is not okay. What is that? It's a picture. 1946. Well, I got a med kit just in case I need it. Is there anything hidden in the toilet? Probably not. Okay. Hello? Huh? Who's walking around in here? That's not creepy. Huh? There's a lot of noises and I do not like it. What's this? A nesting doll. Okay. Another picture that I can't pick up, I guess. Seastar. Is that Patrick? Patrick, what are you doing in Russia? Okay. So far I am safe. I'm not seeing much of anything. Oh! Hello? Hearing a lot of nonsense, though. And it's making me very uncomfortable. As is that doll. No. Oh! I am far too jumpy. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh. Are we near a train stage? Kitty! Kitty! Meow meow! Kit cats! I wish I could jump so I could get to the kitties. In 1958, towards the end of the summer, parents called the camp to find out if everything was alright with their children, but no one answered. When they arrived at the camp, they found no one, only abandoned things and a mess. All the locals helped in search for the missing children, but all in vain. I don't like that. Kitty cats. Well, at least I got some friends here with me. I don't like the gas masks. It makes me super uncomfy. What am I hearing? Hello? What? Hello? Okay. Right. Oh, that's just my sleeping bag. I plan to spend a few nights here. No. No. What is this? Not important. Okay, I don't like all of the noises that I am experiencing. Hello? Who are you? I don't remember you being there. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. Oh, that's a... Oh, okay. We're not gonna look in toilets anymore. I think I've learned my lesson. Okay. I don't like the creepy thing that has appeared in the bathroom. What is this box? Am I supposed to be finding? Hello? Oh. There are so many noises. Night vision is better. Okay, you're still there. Stay there. think I'm hearing. Somebody breathe. Oh. Who was that? Doll? Oh. This is so freaky. Oh! What? Who happened? What? Oh! Kitty? Kitty cat, what happened? It will be dark soon. Need to look for candles. Oh. Thank you. Yes, thank you, cats. These candles will be useful when it comes to nighttime. Should I be worried about that? I don't live in a place with sirens. Not those kinds of sirens. Okay. I don't like this at all. Need to find a lighter or matches. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna put those there. There were cigarettes in the bathroom. Maybe there's some matches. I'm uncomfortable. The doll is gone. Okay. I will take that. The lighter is always empty. I can't always use it. Okay. Hello? Oh. I can light the candles now. Sure. Click. 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 So, now I can spread out my sleeping bag. Should I be worried about the sirens here? Am I just gonna sleep here? I guess so. What was that? What is that noise? Right. Night number 1. Not up to sleep? Yeah, no. Very much not. Where's my camera? Where is my night vision? Give me... Oh, hello? Oh! Who is here? Who's making these noises? Oh. Good. Hi. It's creepy. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, very, very creepy. Was that mask always there? Because I don't remember that at all. I hope so. Hello? Creepy doll thing? Hello? Oh. Oh. Somebody's knocking on a window. Hello? Hello? Why is this so awful? Oh, I thought that was just a bunch of E's. I was gonna go, yeah, E! Ah! Oh! The cans. Who's there? Ah! fuck is happening? God. That doll. You. No. Oh, no! I don't like this. Something is chewing! Uh-oh. I'm just gonna... I don't like the noises. Why are the noises happening? Okay. Okay. Oh, good. The doll is gone. This is just wonderful. I am spooked. I am stuck. I need some assistance. I want to leave. I can't go out anymore. That's that again. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I just have to be big and brave. I want to know where that doll went, but I'm afraid to find out. Ah, what was that? Oh. Oh. What the heck? The door's open. Phone? Hello? Oh. Uh-oh. Did I just die? What just happened? Oh my god, my head. What? How did I get here? That's a very good question. Oh, I need to find my video camera. Right. That thing. What happened? And where am I? Okay. It's at least daytime, so I'm not quite as spooked. I can't read what it says. I need to get my Russian English dictionary. I thought you had that on you, or did they take that too? Okay. Pigeon! Bird! Video camera. It is dark over here. Apparently that's a radio. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. My video camera! Good, it's safe. Is it though? Okay. Okay, no, I have it. What did it say? You're not welcome here? I hope that's me breathing. I really hope that's me breathing. The one who hit me on the head took the candles. I have to figure out what's going on here. Who's breathing? I need to try to turn on the lights to the entire building! Okay. The breathing has stopped. All the birds are gone. That's wonderful. Great. Oh, a secret. Oh. What's this? There are legends that there was once an orphanage near this camp, and there lived a strange girl who was afraid of water. She did not wash or go into the river. One day, the older girls decided to laugh at her, tied her hands, and poured water over her. She was very scared and ran away. They couldn't find her for many days, but they decided that she was dead. But one night, she came back in her pajamas, all wet, and killed everyone who bullied her. After that, her spirit appears in the bathroom on a full moon. Ooh, creepy. Oh, what's outside? I don't know. I would really like to go outside. I want to leave this place. Oh, hello? Oh. There are many noises. Oh, Yakov. Oh. Wasn't there something about... Aha! I was scared, and I didn't know it would end there. I trusted her, my friend Anna. I'm sorry for not being able to stop this. Stop what? Hello? 1955 opening of the youth children's camp. Whoa, who was singing? Can I? Nope, I can't read that. Okay. So, what am I doing? I don't remember. There's a letter. What's this? A picture. I don't like the looks of that picture. Not at all. Nope. Well, now that I have my camera, let's see what was in the creepy corner. There's a lot of newspapers in here. I wonder why kids at camp were so apt for the news. Oh, so we just have that radio, some books, and a picture. Okay. Nothing too bad. Okay. Okay. I don't like that breathing. What? Oh. Need to look this room. I am looking this room. Okay. Guess we're gonna look this room. What's this? The director of the pioneer camp, Yunost, Maria Anatolievna A., disappeared like the rest of the camp workers. Maria had previously taken care of children in an orphanage from 1944 to 1950. She was a caregiver who devoted herself only to work. Discipline was the most important to her, so the parents entrusted their children to her. I don't like that. Okay. I'm so uncomfortable in this place. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. What's this? A pocket watch. Fancy. Hello? Okay. Oh, so that's where the birds have gone. That's wonderful. Okay. I'm so uncomfortable in this place. Okay. What am I looking for in this room exactly? Oh. Look at that. It doesn't work. Need to find the fuse. Wasn't there a fuse? I haven't finished looking around the room. Okay. Oh, I thought something bad was about to happen. It scared me. Okay. What's up with the handprints going over there? I can't crawl over there. Has anybody seen a fuse? Fuse? Because apparently it's in this room. So I've been told. Oh, I keep hearing things. I don't like hearing things. Things are bad to hear. Don't tell me one of the birds is involved. Oh, good. Thank you. Huh. Look! A fuse. I'll take the box with me if something goes wrong at night, then I'll use the light bulbs for lighting. Sure. Okay. Need to take the box to the sleeping bag. Shouldn't I put the fuse first? Or does that go out here? Ah! Hello? Okay. Here we are. Where do I put the box at? Where am I putting it? Right there, Gus. Okay. I will take this over here. Turn on the light. Right. How do I do that? Because I'm not entirely 100% sure on how. Okay, I thought I heard somebody. We're just gonna pretend like that lady didn't run into the bathroom. Click. Alright, I have electricity. That's not creepy at all. No, thank you. Alright, I have electricity. I don't know why I keep cycling between night vision and regular vision. It makes me feel better. Whoa. Why did the music just kind of go dramatic? Okay. I am so scared. Nothing too bad has really happened. But, you know. So, where are my candles? Hello? What's this? Oh, good. Hello? I don't know why I keep looking in the toilets. Quit looking in the toilets. My gosh. Are there any other secrets in here? No, but can I take the med kit? My head does hurt. Okay. I need to go to bed. It'll be dark soon. Shouldn't you go to bed when it's dark? Should put the camera up. Or not. Okay. We're just gonna go to bed. Sleep. Night number 2. The clock stopped at 3:07 a.m. Oh, good. Whoops. So what's happening? Why did I get woken up this time? Do I really want to find out? No. The answer to that is no, I do not. I really don't. What am I doing? Hello? Hello? I just realized I haven't seen that creepy doll in a while. And that thought makes me very uncomfortable. Oh. So why haven't I seen that doll for a while? Oh! Oh! Hello? Whoa. Okay. Alright, who's in here? Oh! No music. I don't like the sound of that squeak. Ma'am? Oh, okay. Everything has become very thumpy. I don't like thumpies. Oh, is there a giant around here? Okay. I just want to go home. Hello? I'm just gonna... Oh. What the heck? They're in the vents. Oh no. Okay. I don't like that. I do not like that. Oh, good. There's one right above me. Hello? Can I take one of these and put a light bulb? Nope. Okay. I am freaking out. I am so uncomfortable, and that mask keeps making me think somebody is standing there. There's nobody there. These little bastards are in the vents. These children have gone feral. Oh. Okay. Ooh. I am uncomfortable. Don't like this at all. We're gonna close that door. So what am I doing? I wonder where the kitty cats went. I could really use the kitty cats right now. Does anybody know where the kitty cats are? Oh, I'm losing it. I am absolutely losing it. Although who's to say I had anything in the first place? Oh, okay. What am I doing? Can I go back to bed, please? Do I have an inventory? Nope. Okay. Oh. I didn't know I could do that. Oh. Well, I learned something new. Okay. Huh. I need to figure out what's happening. Why my clock stopped. And okay. I've kind of shocked myself into silence at this point. Oh, it's very dark in this room. It is very dark in here. Oh good, the light doesn't work. Wonderful. Okay, so the carcass was taken into the vents. By whom? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. I keep expecting something to happen. This box wasn't here before. It's locked. It would be interesting to know what's inside. Huh! Okay. I was expecting somebody to be behind me. Right. Should I look for a key for the mystery box? What's with the humming? Why humming? I don't like this. This place is terrifying. Oh no. What have I gotten myself into? Ah! What? There were spare light bulbs in the box. Yeah, I know. Please don't make me drop it. Please don't make me drop it. Please don't make me drop it. Who's paying in my bathroom? Oh, hi. Hello? Boy, aren't you wonderful? I sure do like you. What is this box? What is dripping? I'm okay. I'm okay. I just want to go back to bed. Uh-oh! Oh, God! Why you gotta do me like that? Okay, I guess they turned off the electricity on me. Great. Freaking great! Thanks! Who's breathing? Come out with your hands up! You're under arrest? Oh, that's creepy. Okay, where are you, breathing person? Which? Nope. Wait, there's a note. One day, a girl came to the camp with a stuffed hare toy. She went everywhere with him and even slept with him. The guys began to mock her that she came with her favorite bunny as a little girl and made fun of her. Even the director asked to hide the hare in the closet so that there would be no disagreements among peers. The girl listened to her and put the hare in the locker, and in the coming night, the hare came to life. He was offended by his mistress and those who mocked her and strangled everyone at night. Oh, good. Alright, breathing, Mr. Breathing Head. Stop it. Now I'm just offended you were— oh, good. Great. What happened? Do I even want to find out? No. No, I don't. I'd rather not. Oh, good. Oh, good. Hi. I'm just gonna I'm sorry. Oh, great. Okay. I have to go and talk to him, don't I? Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I saw the key. Thank you. With this key, I can open the box. I don't want to open the box. I don't want to know what's in the box. I want to know who's running around with little bloody hands and feet going into the vents. Actually, I'm just kidding. I really don't want to know who that is. Okay. Oh, good. There's blood smear over this way. Wonderful. Oh, I'm nervous. What's in the box? Dear Diary, today is the annual opening day of my camp. I've been preparing this for 3 years so that this summer will be special for me. During these days, I will bring up real people in them, but they will also help me a lot. Okay. Night of 1958. I'm assuming it's 1958, actually. I don't really know if it's 1958. Could be 1858. After a severe thunderstorm, there is no light in the building. Good. Oh, great. I get to find out what's happened, don't I? The doctors make the wrong diagnosis for Ivan. He needs a heart transplant. Only this will help him. I no longer have the strength to fight with the doctors, and we decided not to contact them again. I will heal my son myself, no matter what it takes. That's not a good idea. You can't exactly do anything about that. What's up with all of the AH backwards R thing? I don't know what that means. Oh good, a safe. Get out of the way. What's in here? Someone found and hid my key to the safe. Oops! I don't want to be in darkness. Okay, so this used to be a classroom. I have a bad feeling about all of this. How much do I weigh? Nothing! I am weightless. I don't like that doll. Oh! Children and caregivers are asleep. Don't bother them? What was that? Anna, we need to run. It's all because of the director. I was spying on her. She was talking to someone about something bad. You have to believe me. Warn everyone. We don't have much time until I hid her key in the closet. We can make it. Help me. In the closet. What an asshole. Excuse me? The key to the safe. Okay, isn't that Jakob's? It is. I don't like that noise. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. You filthy child. I heard you in there. You can't save them? Excuse me? Alright, let's get into my safe, I guess. Yakov Parasit stole the second gas cylinder. The filter is missing, and the glass is broken. He ruined my gas mask. I need to spray sleeping gas so that all children can be transferred to the hospital for surgery and then returned back. Excuse me? What are we doing? We worked together with Alexei Sergeevich in an orphanage. Then I acted carelessly and I received a complaint. The director had to close the shelter. I was suspended from medical work. Now I will not make such a mistake, because only he knows about our agreement. I must continue to find people for him to collect their kidneys, and Alexei Sergeevich will help to perform a heart transplant operation for Ivan. According to all indicators from the medical record, Yakov is an ideal donor. I'll set up an accident and no one will look for him. Oh, no. A special boy, Yakov, came to the camp. He has no parents or relatives, and he became my favorite because he is so similar to my son Ivan. I really want to see him. Yakov is a good boy, although he does not speak, but he understands everything and does everything I ask. In the afternoon, I had to meet with Alexei Sergeevich. That's the second time it's been spelled wrong. Or right. Who knows? At the shelter where we used to work. He ordered us to fulfill our agreement tonight. This day has come. Yakov will help me with this. Before going to bed, children always invent horror stories, while the counselors put them to bed. This can distract them. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I hear you. Need to put the gas cylinder under the door and go back to the classroom. I don't like that. Who opened a door? Hello? Okay. I don't like this. Uh-oh. I need... The filter is missing. Okay, can't use it. Oh. Maria's diary. Oh, good. I don't like any of that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That makes me really uncomfortable. Okay. Oh good, a note. You were told, crossed out, to get out of here. Leave this place alone. No. I really wish I could though. There are empty pages left in Maria's diary. You can use them to answer. I hear him standing outside the door. It's locked. There's someone behind it. Okay, what am I doing? This... Rip? Scribble? I know what happened here. Let me help me. Let me help me? Let me help you. Tell me, who are you? It's a very good question, but I also don't want to find out. Is it Yakov? Slip? Ring ring? They're so... Oh. Oh, good. Hi. My light bulbs have been stolen. Alright, that's the last straw. Who took my light bulbs? Oh, what happened? Should try writing the letter again. I don't think so. I don't like these noises. Rip. I read that people were killed here. Did you do that? Tell me, and then I can help you. Why are we writing to creepy person behind the door? Oh, there's so many noises. What in the world is that person doing back there? The world may never know. Oh good, Bunny Man's gone. That's just what I wanted to find out. Hello? What's this? Huh, not important. No. My cat just yelled at me, and I thought it was something in the game. Okay, now that that's been taken care of, and I've calmed down a little bit, let's see if we have an answer to our notes. Oh, that's that doll. Hey, look! We got a letter. I was accused, but I didn't do it. Get out of here. Oops, I should take that with me. Hello? What are you doing? Good, you're not here. Okay, good. That doll's alive. The doll is a real person. That's great. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. What am I writing now? Oh, okay. Is your name Yakov? Have you been living here alone for many years? Hello? Kitty! Oh no, kitty cat. I can't get to you, kitty. Kitty, just be sleeping. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're fine. Nobody's here. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're in a haunted house. Kitty cat. I'm worried about the a note. Yes, here I can communicate with my friends. We guard this place because it is our home. A lot of people came here just to break our things, but my friends helped me drive away the strangers. I'm afraid that someone will see me and tell me that I live here, and those people will come for me. Hello? Knock knock? Bunny. Who are your friends? Why are they here too? I have a feeling that that's one of them. And I don't like it. Okay. These noises are so weird. Gas masks. Sounds like there's a chicken in there. Do you have a chicken in there with you? The spirits of this place, those who were tortured here, they remained locked up here. That day, in the evening after lights out, someone came. Probably it was a person with whom the director spoke. He didn't find me. I think that because of this, he poisoned all the residents and the director. That's not good. That is not good. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm okay. All this was planned by the director of the camp? What are you talking about? What kind of person was she talking to? We just saw it. Don't you remember? Hello? Oh. Who's banging on the window? Hello? I don't like that. Especially because it looks like we're really high up. Or my perspective is really off. Ooh, a note. It's all her. I saw our director talking to someone in an old hospital near the camp. They agreed that they would do their work at night. Then I realized that it was connected with us, but I couldn't warn everyone. I didn't see who else was there because I was scared and hid. In the morning, I went into the building and found no one. Her safe was also not there. I thought that the man and his assistants had taken everyone away and hidden the bodies in that building. I had to stay here and live in the ventilation, only sometimes to go to the rooms. That's really sad. I too would be scared. Okay, more notes. Here we go. At least I'm learning how to read. It's always a good thing. That building, abandoned. Can I get there? No, you shouldn't. I don't like that idea. Yakov, don't tell us how to go there. Please. Okay. What? Okay. Thanks, I guess. Yakov doesn't answer anymore. It's time to go to the abandoned hospital. Need to tear the boards off the front door. How good we get to leave? Okay. Hiya. Night number 3. Something sounds wet. Yakov said that I could find the proof here. Let's look around. I don't want to. Take this. I hope that was me. I guess I'm not allowed to read that. I just came here. I need to find proof. I don't want to. I want to leave. Well, that's good. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this place. I have a really bad feeling. I'm not gonna like anything about this place. Hello? Okay. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, good. Those noises are back here, too. This is just wonderful. Oh, okay. Oh. What was that? Hello? Oh. Hello? I am really uncomfy. There's something over there that's squishy. I am not enjoying it. What am I doing here? Hello? Oh. Who's there? What? What? Who's there? What am I supposed to do? What happened? 1946, after the war, dozens of children end up in shelters after losing their parents. An orphanage for the maintenance and upbringing of orphans worked under the leadership of the military. What is all of this noise? What the heck? Oh, good. This is great. Yep. Wonderful. Hello? Hello? Without a front door, how do I leave? Okay. Hello? Hello? What's that? Oh, good. What is up with the chicken noises in his place? Hello? Oops! Don't do that! Oh. Okay. There's a baby doll and a bunch of old stuff. The doctor of the orphanage was detained for illegal organ trafficking for 6 years. He fraudulently made incorrect diagnosis and performed operations to remove the kidney. The director did not know about this, but he could not continue to lead his position. The orphanage was closed. The building became abandoned. That's great. Illegal organ harvesting. That's always wonderful, isn't it? This door leads to another corridor. I have an angle grinder with me in my backpack. I can cut all the change and find where the evidence is hidden. That's all wonderful and— Who was that? Ah! Okay. This place won't let me go. I have to finish what I started. Wonderful. Okay. Who just brings a battery-operated angle grinder with them? It's something I really want to know, but you know, I guess it works in my favor. I can use it as a weapon, I suppose. I don't remember that closet being there. Hello? Is anybody here? Oh, those are like hat cases. I thought they were tires. I don't know why I thought they were— Hello? Tires. I'm so uncomfortable. My glasses are falling down. My life is a nightmare. Okay. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I have no choice. I have to save my son, Ivan. I was lucky that Alexei Sergeyevich agreed to help. I mustn't let him down. No one should know about our affairs. What was that? Hello? Who's there? battery of the angle grinder has run out. That's great. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. Follow the baby. Hello? What is that noise? Oh, I don't like this place at all. What is up with the squeaking and the chicken noises and the sounds of peeing on the floor? Oh, hello? Okay. I didn't have time to save him. I don't believe it. This can't be happening. This is not my Venechka. I'll save him. I need to find a donor urgently. Oh, good. Thanks. I'll take those. Ah, so the sink is running. That's what that noise is. Great. Who's out here? Hello? Oh, okay. There's a lot of noises. I am so uncomfortable. I am so uncomfortable. Okay, into this door, I guess. Hello? Okay. I don't know if I'll make it to the morning because today's shift is bothering me. I want to run away from here, but then I won't get paid. I hear voices as if I'm not alone. I thought I saw a woman. More like her silhouette or shadow. She went into the closet. I'm afraid to follow her and move the closet. I don't want to check if it's true, or maybe it's just my imagination, which is sharpened after a glass of vodka. Okay. On the cabinet weigh some products made of feathers and cobwebs. What? I have never seen them anywhere. They look terrible. It smells of dead things in there. Okay, I'll have another glass and go to bed until morning. That's probably a good idea, but, this cabinet? This closet? I don't want to find out. There's definitely noises in there. Huh. Goody. Hello? I don't like the noises I hear over there. I'm okay. This is a weird corridor. Oh good, the door's locked. Oh great! And they've changed me in. Oh. Stupid baby. Why the blah music? What's up with the music? A year later, after the events in 1950, the building was reclassified as a hospital, but with budget cuts, it stopped working again. Why would you reclassify it? My poor heart. My poor heart. Okie dokie. So there was nothing in the bed. Right. Because that makes sense. Sure. Oh, good. And now I hear things on the other side. Great. So what's in here? Oh. I didn't want to find out what was in here. Great. How had her body not decomposed after all of these years? Oh, good. That's great. Yep. Let the one who finds me feel the pain of a mother who has lost her child. I curse everyone who couldn't help me, and I'm not going to leave. I'll be back. What she meant by that, and how would she return? Maria, I'm so sorry. Oh, good. She's gone. That's great. Yep. Oh, good. That's just what I wanted. Here are the documents from 1958. Alexei Sergeyevich, about whom Maria spoke, replied to her that he would no longer participate in this and refused to work with her. Then was the case in question, and who was she talking to when Yakov saw her? There's something else. The death certificate document that this is her son Ivan. He died in the fall of 1950. Apparently she couldn't stand it and went crazy. She wanted to save him so badly that she lost touch with reality. Poor woman. Great. I guess we're gonna take the death certificate. I don't know why, but I guess I'm taking it. Okay, how do I get out of here? Where did Maria go? I really don't like this at all. There's a lot happening, and all of it makes me really uncomfortable, and I'm stepping on people. Guess I'll just close that. Doesn't really need to be open anymore. How do I get out of here? Hello? Is someone there? Hello? Don't like this at all. Oh, the crunching. Hello? Can anybody help me? Hello? What exactly do I do? Oh, good. Need to get out of here as soon as possible. Okay. Alright. Owie. I got so scared I kicked my keyboard drawer. Well, not kicked it, but kneed it. Okay, so how do I get out of here? Very good question. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. Everything's been put back. I'm going to run to the door and hope for the best. Okay. Can I grab my stuff? Nope. Screw my stuff. I'm leaving. Okay. Phew. 3 weeks later. Phew. Alright, I'm back at the camp. I wonder why. What am I doing back here? Hello, bunny. So why am I here? Exactly. Everything's boarded up. Hello, Yakov. You no longer need to be afraid that you will be found and accused of something that you did not do. I've taken care of everything. I didn't tell anyone that you live here with your friends. Protect this place further. Now it is rightfully only your home. Your friend, Alex Morton. Okay. I am glad that this investigation turned out to be so interesting and unique. I managed to solve the mystery of 58 and help Yakov find peace and freedom. You can read about this in my blog, but we need to move on. I'm going to another place with a terrible history, where witches used to live, and there I will have an unusual case. I will tell you about it later. I hope this means there will be another one. Alright. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh ho. I know that house. A few days later. Where am I? Why am I here? I had to wait for the person who bought this house, but after his arrival, a few days later, something went wrong. This place has ceased to be harmless. I'm trapped here. I don't think that a woman from a shelter in Russia could get attached and follow me. Does this house have a pendulum for people like her? What if other spirits followed me? Maybe that's why I didn't find anyone in those houses. I miraculously managed to escape from that abandoned orphanage, but I'm not sure that I will be released now. We need to try to get out and warn that guy that it's dangerous to stay here. Oh, good. The battery is dead. Great. Perfect. Okay. So, if anybody's wondering what this is talking about, you can find it on my channel. Good. My knife. I can't take it with me. Okay. That's wonderful. Where am I? Why do I hear noises? Hello? Can you let me out, please? I would like to go home now. Okay. Hello? Oh, okay. Right. I don't like this. Oh good, my backpack. Well, at least they left me with my stuff. What's happening? What? Okay, so that was summer of 58. That was pretty intense, and I'm actually really, really pleased about that game. It was great, and I probably will revisit it, see if there's anything that I happen to miss during this playthrough. If anybody is curious about that little snippet there at the end, you can find it on my channel. It's called From Day to Day, and it was a demo that I did quite a while back. That one's going to be another game coming out from the same developer, and it looks like it ties into this game, so I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you will never miss an upload of mine. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments down below, and hopefully I will see you all next time. Bye.